Alright, guys, I am back again. This is take three. Yep, take three. The first two attempts were a fail. I don't know why, but I'm gonna try one more time tonight. It kind of sucks, when that happens. Like, the stream will stop on its own whenever it wants, you know. But I don't think it'll do it this time because for the first time I am using OBS. I am using OBS to live stream this game. Okay? So I did a test video and a test stream of this game using OBS, and they worked fine. So now this is the real one, hopefully. I had the same issue. It was last year. I had the same issue using GeForce Experience for Roblox. Yeah. And then I switched to OBS, and I knew OBS was going to work well for that game. But I never tried OBS for this game. Yeah, it's always been GeForce Experience. I don't know why, I don't know why the stream stopped on its own twice earlier tonight. I updated the software, and I restarted my computer, and I checked my internet, and that's all good. So I don't know what the issue is. Maybe it's the software is having problems. I don't know why, but usually when OBS live streaming isn't working smoothly, it's usually because of my internet. But I know for a fact that my internet is working well tonight. Okay? Alright. So, once again, hello. For those of you that were here earlier twice during those two failed streams, welcome back to this game, American Truck Simulator. So I'm using OBS for the first time because earlier tonight I had two failed streams because it stopped on its own. I don't know why it did it. I don't know why. But using OBS for the first time of this game, and I have the game open right now, as you can see, and so far it's working well. Hello, Acer. He says, okay, one more time, yes. I think it's gonna work this time, because it's OBS. Third time's the charm. Yeah, you've heard of that before. But let me know if the stream is having issues. Once I start playing this game, I will open the chat on my phone. And whenever I do that, the stream will also be playing on my phone. So if I see it's buffering, then that's not a good sign. Alright, okay. But yeah, it sucks because the second time it failed, the stream failed for the second time, I was live streaming for nearly a half an hour, and I was in the middle of my talking. I hate when that happens, because I don't want to say all that stuff again, because that's just kind of wasting time at this point. But the second time the stream failed, I didn't even open the game yet. I was just chatting with you guys because like 7 people tuned in. So I was gonna go straight into the game, and then people start commenting on the chat, so then I started talking to you guys. So, but I really don't have much announcements tonight because I did my announcements a few nights ago. I went live for this game, but I didn't play much of it because I was reading a lot of the news that I missed over the past 2.5 months, because I haven't played this game. At the time, I haven't played this game in over 2.5 months. But the reason why I came back is because they're having the Arkansas Cruising event. That is the state that came out not too long ago. So whenever a state comes out, I will be doing the cruising events, part of the World of Trucks events. I've done Texas. That was about 2 years ago. That was a big hit when the state of Texas came out. And then last year, it was, I believe, Kansas and Oklahoma. And earlier this year, I did Nebraska. So this is the 5th state that I'll be doing the World of Trucks event, Arkansas. Alright, so that is what this stream is about. So the last time I live streamed this game, a few nights ago, I was going to get started on that, but then the stream stopped on its own right before I got the trailer on my first delivery. So then, you know, at the time, the stream was over 2 hours. I didn't want to do another one that same night because it was getting late. I was getting kind of hungry, and I was also kind of tired. So I decided to save this tonight. But I was supposed to go live last night, but we got breaking news. For those of you that haven't seen... Oh no. Don't tell me it's gonna happen. Okay. The reason why I say that is because whenever you live stream while using OBS, there is a square on the bottom right of the window, and if it's green, that means the stream is going well, but if it's red, then that means the stream is not going well. It was red for a second, so that's why I was like, oh no, don't tell me it's gonna happen again. But then it went back to green, so I don't know why that happened for a second, but anyways. Acer says, one of my monitors broke at my grandmother's house. Those stupid flashing red, blue, green, pink, and gray flashing lights displayed just like in 2022. This is the second time it's happened to me. What? That's weird. Huh. Wow. Yeah, I never heard of that before. Okay. Are you at your grandmother's are you at your grandmother's house right now? Or are you at your other home? Your parents' home? Usually you're at your grandmother's house during the weekend. Alright. So yeah. What was I saying? I forgot. I got distracted. Don't you hate when that happens? Yeah, kind of like when the live stream stops on its own while you're in the middle of your talking. I'll probably keep that live stream because we were talking about a few different things before I got to the game, and then the stream stopped on its own. So I guess GeForce Experience was having problems of whatever, because I updated the latest version of that software and I restarted my computer, and then it stopped on its own again. So then I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try OBS for the first time. And so far it's working well. So if it works well the entire time, maybe I should just use this from now on, because the same thing happened to Roblox year and a half ago. Yeah, for Roblox streams, ever since I got this gaming PC, I would use GeForce Experience, but then I was having problems with that as well. Oh no. Dude, what the fuck? Gosh, why is it doing this crap? Oh, fuck this. Dude, fuck this, man. Fucking error message. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Should I refresh the page and see if that's still there? It's still there. Yeah, I know. I said bad words because this has happened multiple times. Why is it doing this? If it stops on its own, I quit. I quit. And I don't know what that means. What do I mean by that? I don't know. Will I come back another night? And what if it happens again as on that night? Then what the hell? You know? Oh my gosh, man. I'm waiting for the stream to stop on its own. I'm waiting for that to happen. You know, if that happens, that'll be kind of funny, because oh, it went away. Good. The stupid error message went away. Alright, guys, I apologize for that, but we only got 2 people watching anyways, so... Okay. Now, I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like talking because it's gonna probably give me that crap again. But you know what, that's fine, because I'm planning not to do any commentary tonight because I want to listen to some videos while I'm playing this game, so that's why I chose this night. And I guess I'm gonna start right now. Oh gosh. Okay. Alright. Excellent connection. You better stay like that. Hey, 4 viewers. I apologize if you heard me getting mad earlier because, like, I thought the stream was gonna stop on its own again for the 3rd time tonight. Like, you know, it's so stupid. Alright, I think I pretty much said everything. Because I feel like if I start talking again, telling my story, then it's probably gonna happen again. But I think I've said enough. But yes, this is OBS that I'm using right now. Acer says, let's hope this shit does not happen on Christmas Eve. Yeah, for real. That's always the biggest stream of the year for my channel, because that's where I get a lot of people tune in for that. But if you're wondering if I'm going to do that again this year, the answer is yes. So, can you imagine if your internet goes out on that day? Ugh. Alright, I think I've said enough, so... Alright, 15 minutes. So far it was great until I got that stupid error message. Now here's the thing, once I start playing the game, I won't know if I have that error message or not, because I always play the game in full screen. So that's why whenever I play this game on stream, I would pull up the chat on my phone. Okay, and then the stream will be playing on my phone as well. So if I see it buffering, then I would know if, okay, is the stream going good, is it not going well? Yeah, I know, you guys can tell that I had to raise my voice tonight. I normally don't talk this loud, but I had to. Whatever. I think I'm done talking anyways. I really hope this is... Let's hope this is the last attempt tonight. But anyways, yep, I'm going to resume the Cruising Arkansas event. Alright. And I checked to see if I had to restart that delivery, and I don't have to. Yeah, it resumed where I left off. So... Acer says, now that the issue is happening now, it's very consuming in terms of the Santa Tracker stream holds out. Yep, you're right about that. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm afraid something's gonna happen again. Something bad's gonna happen again tonight for this stream. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's done. Alright. I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say, because I don't really have much announcements, because I did most of my announcements a few nights ago, the last stream of this game. But, yep. We are at episode 86. That's crazy. 86 episodes. The first episode I did was I released it. It was regular videos back then, before I got into live streaming this game. I released the first episode on October 30th, 2021, so that was almost 3 years ago. Hey, kitty. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Alright. Okay, so I'm about to resume this game, and hopefully the stream won't stop. Because I got really upset earlier. I don't know how long this stream will be, probably until I'm tired. Actually, I'm kind of tired right now. Yeah, who goes live when they're tired? Unless if it's a sleeping stream, but no. Alright. You're not in a good mood. I'm very sorry to hear that. Earlier I wasn't in a good mood because of this streaming issues. Alright, so I think that's all I have to say. So, once again, this is the first live stream of this game on OBS, okay? And it's been going well. The majority of the stream is going well, so that's good. If it goes well the rest of the stream, then maybe I should just use OBS from now on. Because back when I used to live stream Roblox, I was using GeForce Experience, and then for some reason it was over a year and a half ago where the stream would stop on its own multiple times. So then I permanently switched to OBS for Roblox, and it's been great ever since. So maybe I should do the same thing for American Truck Simulator, permanently switch to OBS. So, anyways, I will do, hopefully, I'll try and successfully do more streams throughout this month, and mainly this game, because I think they're gonna have the Halloween event pretty soon, and they usually have that in the second half of October, and I did both years, and if they do have that again this year, I'm gonna try and complete it before November the 1st. And I know I said that last year, but I really couldn't do it before November the 1st because I had other things going on, and at the time the game that I was focusing on was Luigi's Mansion 3. I did a big live stream series of that game, but this year it'll be this game and another game, Ratatouille the video game. So those are the two games that I'll be focusing on throughout this month in terms of live streams. Dang, 4 people died from a tornado. That's terrible. How's your home? Is your home safe? I think he said that the trees are fine. Oh man. What is it? Christmas video? Alright. So I'm going to resume the Arkansas cruising event. So I'll try and complete it before they bring back the Halloween event, but I don't think that's going to happen. So let's say they bring back the Halloween event before I finish the Arkansas cruising event, then I'm going to focus on the Halloween event, and then I'll go back to the cruising Arkansas event after Halloween. Because this event won't expire until another month, in a few days, like mid-November. So I still have plenty of time to do this. When they had the Nebraska cruising event, I did it on like the last few days before it expired, and I forgot why it took me that long to complete that, or why did I wait so long to do it? I forgot what the reason was. And I finished it on the last day, and then it expired not too long after I finished. That's crazy. So I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. So yeah, I think they're gonna have the Halloween event again. I know for sure they'll do something for Christmas like they usually do. And if they do bring back a Christmas event, then I'm going to try and complete that before Christmas Eve. If not, then I guess before New Year's. I don't know. But yes, there is a chance I might hit 100 episodes before the end of the year. Because, you know, during the month of October and December, I do quite a bit of live streams of this game. There is a chance I might hit episode 100 before the end of the year. Speaking of that, there is a great chance that I will hit 2,000 videos or 2,000 uploads before the end of the year. Yes, there's a website called Social Blade, and it'll tell you how many uploads your channel has, and mine has over 1,900 plus uploads. And every day I release a video or do a live stream. That counts. A live stream counts as an upload. Shorts count as an upload. And I've been doing quite a bit of shorts all year. And I already did over 100 shorts. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. So yeah. More likely I'm going to hit 2,000 uploads before the end of the year. And also I might hit 3,500 subscribers before the end of the year as well. So we got a lot to keep track on. I'll definitely do something special for 2,000 uploads, but I don't know what yet. It depends on what date I want to hit 2,000 uploads. Acer says, oh, a Sonic video. It's part of my series, one of the Road to Sonic Movie 3 episodes. Luckily, it's not as long as my Sonic Heroes parts. Oh, okay. Alright. So like I said, a few nights ago I had internet issues, and last night I was going to do a live stream of this game, but I didn't for two reasons. Number one, my phone needed to be charged, because like I said, whenever I live streamed this game, I would pull up the chat on my phone. Okay? And yesterday we had breaking news from the SCS software that the state of Louisiana will be coming out soon. They announced Louisiana will be a future state in this game, and I did a video of me talking about that last night, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. But that is pretty much all my news I have for tonight, so thankfully no issues right now. Okay, so no face cam, because usually whenever I don't have face cam for this game is because I'll be listening to some audio while I'm playing this game. I'm pretending it's part of my radio. So I made a playlist of baseball talk, because the big thing happening right now is the Major League Baseball postseason. So next week I'm going to do more live streams of this game while I'm listening to the games on the radio. That'll be interesting. So if you're a baseball fan, we lost a legend named Pete Rose. So I put a playlist of some Pete Rose talk. Okay? Because he was a big part. He was one of the biggest stars in all of baseball. So I'm going to play some old videos of Pete Rose while I'm playing this game. So yeah, so once I start playing this game, I'm going to mute my mic and I'm going to pull up the chat on my phone. Alright. Okay, I've been live for nearly 30 minutes, so I think it's time for me to finally play this game. I know a lot of my live streams of this game, I'll talk for a while and then I'll play the game. But if you watch this as an archive, you can skip through it. Alright, so that's all I have to say. If you have anything to say in the chat or ask me questions, go ahead, and I'll do my best to reply back to you. Sometimes you'll have to be a little patient, because I don't want to pause the game and then type my response and then resume the game, you know. Yeah, I know, you're not supposed to text and drive, but I guess you can in this game. No, I've never done that in real life, because why would I? Why would I do that in real life? That's so scary. Alright. So, thank you guys for being patient with me, and I really hope this stream goes well until I stop the stream. Whenever I decide to stop it, okay? Alright guys. Enjoy the stream. Enjoy this gameplay. I'm going to play the videos, this playlist, right now.
Okay, now, Pete Rose is here tonight, and I think anyone who knows anything about athletics, I think there is a common consensus that Pete Rose is one of the great baseball players and managers that they've ever produced. 17-time All-Star player, Rookie of the Year, Most Valuable Player, Player of the Decade, World Series MVP, lifetime fielding percent 9.97. He's in a television movie for NBC called The Babe Ruth, which airs Sunday, October the 6th from 9 to 11. Would you welcome Pete Rose? Good to have you here.
Nice to be here. And Doc, your house rocks.
Well, Pete, the show is cruel, but not that cruel. You keep your sense of humor about it. We were talking. We'd never met before. We were talking in makeup earlier.
You said talk about we never met before.
What?
Let's talk about that. I mean, all those records I got, and I got to go to prison to be on this show.
We get some of our best.
Is this a great country or what?
We get some of our best guests out of the Slammer. You got to have a sense of humor to go through what you went through. I mean, here you do all these remarkable things in baseball. And we have Bob Uecker on the show. Uecker, kid, we call him Mr. Baseball. He's never in the Baseball Hall of Fame, and he's obviously not going to get there. But you haven't made it there. You haven't made it there either. How does it make you feel?
Well, first of all, I'm not eligible yet.
Yeah.
I've only been out 4 years. I think the ballot comes up in November, which
Right.
I'm eligible for, but I won't be on it because it's not time yet.
Yeah.
I got to get reinstated into baseball again. I'm working hard at that. I think the commissioner will be an understanding man, show some compassion.
Right.
He understands I made mistakes like everybody, and I paid for my mistakes, and I'm going on with my life, and I'm doing a lot of right things.
Yeah. I can't think there's any of us who have not done some things in our life, and you had to go to prison for it, and
That was fun.
yeah, what was the reaction of the other guys in there? I mean, here you are, a very famous figure, and all these guys. What was your?
Well, first of all, it was at camp. There was no bars where I was at, although I worked at the worst prison in the country. That's USP Marion.
Right.
It's the only level 6 prison in the whole system. What that means is total lockdown. The guys there do not get out of their cell.
Right.
They're there 23 out of 24 hours a day, and I had to go there. I was in the welding department. I had to make sure the coffee was ready by 8:15. I didn't want to damn thing to do with no welding because I could see me burning my foot or maybe scorching my hair. I didn't want to
Oh
scorch
no,
my hair.
not a wonderful hairdo like that. No.
But the guys were very nice to me, and
Yeah.
they had to watch themselves because I wasn't allowed to sign autographs or
Right.
I wasn't allowed to do anything because of contraband. They looked at an autograph as contraband, and it was the longest time in my life I ever went without having a dollar bill in my pocket.
Right.
No paper money. It was all quarters. It was probably the longest 5 months of my life, the most wasted 5 months of my life, and probably in a lot of ways the most educating 5 months of my life.
I'll bet it was.
You learn a lot.
Yeah.
There's a real world out there.
Yeah. When you went into baseball as a rookie, you see these guys. You see these guys now coming in and $1 million players. With accountants and lawyers. They don't throw a ball from the pitcher's mound without having the lawyer come out and talk. What were you paid a rookie year?
My rookie year in 1963, Johnny, I made $7,000 a year. $7,000 a year. I made Rookie of the Year, and I bumped it all the way up to $12,500 the next year. In my last year at Philadelphia, I made $14,000 a game.
You ever wish you were starting your rookie year now and having your abilities when you see what these guys are getting paid?
No, because if I did that, I wouldn't be on the Tonight Show. You know, Johnny, no, because I played with, against so many great players, the Mazes, the Aarons, the Clementes,
Right.
the Stan Musials, and I played with so many great players, Johnny Benches, the Mike Schmitz, the Joe Morgans, the Tony Perez, the Steve Carltons, the Tom Severs. I mean, when I played baseball, the guys had a lot of fun. That's the only thing that makes me a little bit mad about the players today is they make all this money, and that's great. But they act like they don't show like they're having any fun.
Yeah.
You know, baseball's a fun game.
A
And
lot of tennis players are like that nowadays. You know, they don't look like they're enjoying what they're doing.
a lot of
You
talk
love
show
you
hosts are
generally
like
love
that too.
Yeah.
But you're not like
Yeah,
that. You
you-
have more fun than anybody. You
you-
can make more damn money than anybody. Except maybe Ed.
Yeah. Well,
Easy Ed my butt.
didn't you get a letter from Ed when you were in the Slammer? Everybody else did. Ed's mail goes everywhere. You can't escape Ed no matter where you go. Do you really miss the playing and being out there now in the game? Is there something
No,
you
I
can
really
learn
don't
to
miss
adjust
that.
to?
I'm around the game, Johnny, because
Yeah.
I have a radio show every morning in
Right.
Cincinnati. So I have to, like a guy just told me that the Dodgers and Atlanta are tied 2-2, and that's a big. Nobody wins a tie. What the hell's going on? But I still have to report on the game every day, so I
Right.
follow the game very closely. I just don't. I'm not allowed to go to the
Right.
ballpark. I'm not allowed to go to the club or the clubhouses.
I
I'm
hope
not allowed
that,
to
I
go to
hope
the
that
press
changes.
box.
I really do.
Well, I think you just have to have patience and
I
give it
hope,
time.
I hope it turns around for you. I mean it.
Thank you very much.
Hope it does. So, how did you like doing this movie?
Oh, I enjoyed doing the movie.
You a good actor?
I was pretty good.
You
It's
played-
on. It's on right after Jim's show, October the 6th.
Hey,
But
great.
don't pop no popcorn, or you'll miss me.
Are you in briefly as a?
Yeah, I'm in a hotel scene with Babe Ruth, who is Stephen Lang.
Right.
And I like that because I did so much research on Ty Cobb.
Yeah.
I pursued all of his records, so I
And you
feel I
broke
know
them.
as much about Ty Cobb as anybody. And once they told me what they wanted me to do, it was very easy for me to play
Yeah.
Ty Cobb.
Hope it works out well for you, and I hope you get back into baseball.
Well, thank you very
Great
much.
to have you here, and we're going to take a break. We're coming right back.
Thanks for being on the program. You look tremendous. You're keeping yourself in pretty good shape, huh?
Doing all right. What's this Mo stuff?
Oh, I'm just making a joke. Then let's talk about the Big Red Machine. Man, that was a tremendous baseball operation, wasn't it?
I think I like to sit here and tell you the Big Red Machine was the greatest team ever, but I think what we were, Dave, is the most entertaining team ever.
Most entertaining. In what sense did you find it?
Well, we had speed, we had defense,
That's right.
we had daring base runners, we had white stars, we had black stars, we had Spanish stars, and we had a flamboyant manager.
Yeah. Sparky Anderson was tremendous, wasn't he?
He was the best.
Absolutely. And then you had, of course, Johnny Bench, Joe Morgan, Tony Perez, Davey Concepcion, Tommy Helms, on and on and on and on.
Ken
Bobby
Griffey.
Tolan,
Ken
Ken Griffey.
Griffey.
Oh, that's right, Ken
George
Griffey.
Fulcher, who we
Yeah.
sent to the Mets.
Yeah, what a tremendous
I got a
ball
question.
player.
Who's got worse hair, me, you, or Donald Trump?
No, I'm right. I would say I got to be probably at least Donald Trump's got a lot of it. I don't have much of it. I think I would.
Sure, I mean, it's all forward.
Yeah, I don't know. I think you're looking pretty good. I don't know what to do with mine anymore. I give up. Do you still watch baseball? You like it?
Yeah, I watch about 3 games a day.
Three
I
games
live
a
in
day?
California.
Yeah.
And, of course, the East games start at 4 and the Midwest at 5. And the West Coast games at 7.
So it still excites you as a fan, right?
Yeah. I watch the Reds every day and I watch the Dodgers at night. I know pretty much about baseball.
Yeah.
What do you want to know?
Well, first of all, let's take a look at the playoffs. They're beginning this week. Who do you like?
You sound like you're betting on baseball.
Yeah.
Baseball is going to hate me. The 2 teams I like is San Diego and Minnesota.
Uh-huh.
And I like the Yankees until they lost Randy Johnson. I like the Mets, who've had a fantastic year, until they lost Martinez.
Right.
St. Louis is going into the playoffs playing as bad as you could play. Detroit, I don't think they have the experience. So, you know, I don't think baseball wants to see those two teams in the finals. They like to see LA and, of course, the
Sure,
Yankees.
sure. Now, you mentioned a reference me betting on baseball. Do you still wager on baseball games?
Honestly, I can't because I know too damn much about it.
You know too much
Wouldn't
about
be
the
fair.
game? Yeah.
Wouldn't be fair,
Yeah.
no.
But you now,
How come we can't see the audience? Is there anybody out there? I can't
yeah,
see
they're
nobody.
fine. But you did wager on baseball when you were a manager. Did you ever wager when you were a player?
No.
Never as a player. And do you gamble at all anymore?
I work 15 days a month in Vegas at the Forum Shops,
Right.
at the Field and Dream store. I have a place about 10 miles from downtown. And no, I'm not a casino type gambler.
Yeah. Anything like horses or?
Well, when the horse track runs on Friday night at Hollywood Park, which is about 4 times a year, because I work every day from 12 to 6, and it's unbelievable. It's just, I sit there and take pictures with grandmas and little babies, and if you want to take a picture, you want to get an autograph, and there's no city like Vegas. I know New York's a great city, but there's no. Last year, 43 million people visited Las Vegas.
Wow.
And I just want 40 million of them to buy autographs.
And what was the deal when you were autographing baseballs and said, "I'm sorry, I bet on baseball, Pete Rose"? What was the story behind that?
Well, it's a pretty true statement, though, if you want to know the truth. About 15 months ago, I signed some balls for a friend of mine in Cooperstown who was going to sit on them for like 10 or 12 years. And then he split them with his partner, and his partner give 30 to a guy who give him the Barry Halper. You're familiar with Barry
He had a
Halper?
tremendous sports memorabilia
$25
collection.
million
Yeah.
worth. And all of a sudden, a week and a half ago or so, the 30 balls end up on an auction. And I'm saying, wait a minute. You know, no one's got paid for these balls. Why should these guys make $3,000 or $5,000 a ball? So we decided to put the balls, if that's what the fans want, on PeteRose.com or sell them at all the Field of Dreams stores. I signed one the other day. I'm sorry I shot JFK.
Well, now, Pete, that's.
Wait, this is kind of unusual. I really didn't. I mean,
It's a joke.
yeah. I was in Fort Knox that day. I wasn't in Dallas. Regardless of what you read. I was here about a week and a half ago. I actually come in to go to Long Island to watch my son play baseball. He was playing against the Ducks. That's the Long Island Ducks. He played for Bridgeport. And I get up on Monday and I go down for breakfast and I see the front page of the paper. You got it?
No, we don't have it. We had it a minute ago.
My whole face is on the front page. I thought I died.
No.
And every president of every important country in the world is 5 blocks
Right at
down
the
the street
UN,
from
sure.
me at the UN. And I'm on the cover of this paper because I signed a baseball 14 months ago. I don't get it. Do you? There it is, right there. Look at that thing. Why didn't they put the president of Iran on there? The president of Iraq or Pakistan?
Well, Pete, you raise a fascinating point. Now, when you were baseball is a grueling game, and it seems like every year the games get longer. Like an average game now seems to be between 3.5, 4 hours, easy. You play 162 of them a year. You get your playoffs. You get your spring training. When you were playing, did other players use any performance-enhancing drugs?
No, we got high on just playing the game of baseball. You know, let me explain something why I think the games are so long today. Because every half inning has like 90 to a minute and 20 worth of commercial.
Right.
And obviously the games are going to be longer in the American League because you got an extra hitter. And if you have an extra hitter, which is a DH, you're going to score more runs. Okay, who's your MVP in the National League?
You asking me?
Yes. No. Yes, sir.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Well, it's got to be Ryan Howard, doesn't it? Guy hit 59 home runs.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I'm sure there's some Albert Pujols fans out there. He's had a wonderful year.
Sure.
We'll give him the Spanish MVP.
Now listen, Pete, let's get back to the...
How about the American League MVP?
Well-
I'm going to interview you.
No, I don't. I don't know much about baseball at all anymore. There was a time when I knew everything, and now I just don't.
Well, what
know.
happened?
Well, I found that the games sometimes get a little dull. 4.5 hours.
You're watching the wrong team.
Now, when I was younger, and the word was that the players used greenies. What were greenies? Do you remember those? Were those
Yeah,
around?
greenies were nothing more than diet pills.
Mm-hmm. And they were a stimulant to help get you
Well,
up for a game?
I don't think greenies would ever help you do anything.
Mm-hmm.
I took greenies before in spring training, only because I tried to lose some weight. See, nowadays guys go to spring training 100% ready to go, and I would recommend that to any young players trying to make the team.
Mm-hmm.
But back when I played, you might be 5 to 8 pounds overweight, and you want to go to spring training. You work up such an appetite that you just take something to curb your appetite. That's what it is. It's not going to help you play any better.
So it never helped you kind of ward off fatigue, a late season doubleheader,
No,
that
it's
kind
not
of
like
thing?
steroids. If I'd
Yeah.
have took steroids, I'd have got 5,000 damn hits.
Oh, golly. And is that the kind of thing you might have done if they were available? Would you might have considered taking
Oh,
steroids?
I don't know. I don't want to put anything in my body that's going to ruin my liver or something like that. Not for the sake of making some money.
Yeah, but if somebody came to you and said, if we're careful with this and we manage it thoughtfully, it can help you prolong your career, it can help you recover from injuries, and it might also improve your performance with no health risk, you probably would have done that, right?
Honestly, that's a hard question.
That's why I'm here.
I don't have an answer for that because that never happened, so
Yeah.
I can't really answer that question.
And your relationship with baseball now is there's no chance you'll get to the Hall of Fame?
Well, I don't
Still
know,
some
but
chance?
Don't ever say no in America. I mean, I had a very successful, well, not successful, but an entertaining breakfast when I was in town a week and a half ago with the president of baseball, who's a wonderful guy, Bob Dupay. And we talked about baseball and just be two fans talking over breakfast with
So it still
about
might
baseball.
happen? Come in
Yeah,
with
this
the- with-
America, man. You got to get a second chance eventually.
But currently, your relationship with Major League Baseball is you are welcome, you are not welcome.
I'm not allowed to do anything.
Really? Yeah.
Except watch games.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, Dave, I think I'm the best ambassador baseball has. Because, like I said, 15 days, like right here, I'm night for the playoffs. I'm here talking positive
right.
about the game of baseball. I see thousands of fans every week, and I never badmouth the game of baseball because I'm concerned with the game of baseball. It was very, very good to me, and I want it to be good for my son and his son. And baseball players have to understand that the fans are the most important thing. It's just like viewers.
Right.
Okay?
Absolutely.
All you want is viewers.
Right.
And all baseball players should want. It drives me crazy when you turn a game on and say, geez, it's a great night to paint the seats.
That's right.
I mean, the seats are for one reason, okay? For asses.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, all my best, Pete. Thank you very much. Good to see you again. Pete Rose. We'll be right back with Roy Wood Jr.
Speaking of Johnny, over the years there's been, I don't know, rumors, innuendos.
No,
that
let me
at
tell
time-
you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Johnny had a legitimate excuse, or a legitimate reason, okay? And I understand this, but we get along great today. I love Johnny Bench. I mean, I really do. He's a good friend. But you got to remember, I got investigated in 1989.
Right.
I didn't ask for the investigation.
His Hall of Fame year.
It was his Hall of Fame year. And these damn writers concentrated on Pete Rose's investigation and not Johnny Bench going in the Hall of Fame. So because I got investigated, it kind of cheated Johnny out of a lot of the publicity he should have got. Right. But I couldn't control that. I wish it hadn't happened. God wish I hadn't happened. But but I think Johnny understands that was out of my control. If it waited till 90, then he'd have got all the just due that he really deserves. Right. But
you guys are good today.
Oh yeah, I do nothing but go around the country talking about the greatest catcher in the history of baseball. And to be honest with you, Jim, when I talk about the greatest catcher in the history of baseball, I can't even think of a close number two. I can't think of a close number two.
Well, you can.
I guess people would say Yogi or Fisk or
Well, they
Gary
put up the
Carter
numbers of
or
Pudge
Gabby Hart.
Rodriguez, and they talk about
Well,
Piazza's
now let me
offensive
tell you
numbers.
something else.
But all
okay?
around,
let me tell you
yeah.
something else. I seriously believe this, and baseball fans will understand what I'm saying. I think the best defensive catcher in the history of baseball was probably Pudge Rodriguez, and I think the best offensive catcher in the history of baseball is probably Mike Piazza. But I think the best all-around catcher in the history of baseball, no question, Johnny Bench. Johnny, not that Johnny couldn't catch because he was a Gold Glover. Okay, not that he couldn't hit because he had 40 home runs, 45 home runs. But, you know, Pudge concentrated on defense.
Right.
Piazza couldn't catch a cold, but he could hit. And Johnny could do everything. It's just like I was lucky enough to play with the greatest third baseman in the history of baseball.
Schmidt,
Who's a close second? I don't know. Brooks Robinson?
you?
I'm utility player. And in my eyes,
Utility
because I played with him and knew how important he was to the Big Red Machine, I argued Joe Morgan's the best second baseman ever. Joe Morgan's the only guy I've ever seen that a 1-0, 2-1, 3-2 game in the 8th or 9th inning, everybody in the world knew he was going to steal second. And he'd steal it.
Yeah.
Everybody knew it. The pitcher knew it, the catcher knew it, the manager knew it.
Well, he'd take
We
that
knew
lead
it.
too. Back then, when you had the dirt cut out,
I mean-
he'd have one step on the carpet and maybe
And
two
Joe
on the
could have
carpet.
stole 100 bases a year
Yeah.
if he wanted to, but Joe stole bases when it meant something.
And Pete, thanks for doing this. What was
My
your
pleasure, thank you.
immediate reaction? What was your immediate reaction when that latest report came out June 22nd?
I didn't know what to think. Matter of fact, I was on my way to the airport to go to Cabo, Mexico for 6 days, and I was kind of glad that I could get out of town for a week.
Did you, and going back, 1989, I was a reporter at the time and covered
Yeah.
the initial banishment, and I know it took years later when you admitted that you bet on baseball as a manager. Did you bet on baseball as a player?
Well, first of all, I appreciate your question. I appreciate your honesty. I have to attack it this way, Chris. I applied for reinstatement in February, and when I applied for reinstatement, I promised the commissioner's office that I would not comment in anything surrounding my case. Then, up to speed, a month ago, a week ago, a year ago, and I'm going to keep my end of the bargain. And I'm sure that those questions will come about when I meet with the commissioner sometime in August, I hope, and we'll address those. But as of today, speaking to you, and you know, I would love to talk to you. I'd love to give you all the information, but I'm going to keep my word and just keep my comments to no comment, I guess.
Do you know?
I know as a reporter you don't like that comment, but
Yeah, but do you think the commissioner, Rob Manfred, who has agreed to look into this?
oh, well,
that
that's
he-
another thing. Wait,
yeah.
I'm ecstatic the fact that he's going to review my status.
Right.
You know, that's something I couldn't get with Mr. Seelig.
Right.
And for Rob Manfred to do that is it's heartwarming for me.
Do you think he'll determine a difference if you bet on baseball as a player, manager?
I don't know, and if you're